Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do another alternative manga review, this time on A Single Match by Oji Suzuki. This is a drawn and quarterly release, nice hardcover release, and I don't know why I thought this, but based on the cover, I thought this was a short story collection about war. It is not at all that, which I'm fine with. But when I bought it, I don't know why I thought I had heard somewhere that this was set in like kind of post or like post-war Japan, and it was talking about war stories and whatnot. It isn't at all. It just happens to be an airplane. Um, so anyway, I was kind of shocked because I went in thinking it was war stories, and it was nothing like that. Um, but this is a short story collection. Most of these stories focus on kind of memories and thinking about the past, and also there's some stories about children in here kind of looking to the future. Um, but it was very much that of like thinking about um, remembering things. And I found that to be quite interesting. It's a lot of alternative manga does have that kind of, especially like short story alternative manga collections have a lot of that kind of melancholic vibe to it. And this one in particular, um, very much it had like a nostalgia feeling to it because it was a lot of elderly people or people thinking about other people's lives that they had passed by in their own lives. There's a particular story about and it's the one, A Single Match, actually, that the title of the whole volume is, about an older gentleman and a young kid. And the older gentleman's kind of talking to the kid about uh, a story, and it just all has this kind of like campfire story vibe to it, but not like creepy. There's nothing scary in this at all. It's just, um, yeah, it was just fascinating because I'm used to reading short story collections that are very much centered around men and the men in their kind of love life. A lot of sexual escapades, a lot of cheating, a lot of that kind of stuff. And this one very much focused on a bunch of different people. They were focused on some older women, it focused on some kids, it focused on some older gentlemen. And it kind of bounced around, but all had this kind of overarching theme of memories and nostalgia or growing up and what the future will be like for you, kind of thing. And yeah, it was just very interesting. And I've never read anything by Oji Suzuki before, and I believe this is the only title. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the only title of theirs in English. But I really enjoyed it, and I'll just show you some of the artwork in here because it's quite lovely. And there's some different. There's a nice landscape. This is a bit of a lighter one, but a lot of them are like dark, kind of black. Yeah, but it's quite nice. There is only, I believe, there's not a lot of sexual themes in this. There is a couple, but it isn't in the way that a lot of other alternative manga does it. I don't think it's focusing very nicely. It isn't in the way that a lot of other alternative manga does it, where it's like a lot of sexual assault and a lot of sexual themes and, like I said, cheating and adultery and all that kind of stuff. This really isn't present in this one. There's a couple very, very brief sexual themes, but for the most part, it is not present here. And yeah, this is one I think I have to read again to fully kind of grasp some of the stories. But I did enjoy it, and I found it to be really quite beautiful. And yeah, I don't know that I would recommend this one as like a first pickup. I think there are some other short story Gekiga titles that are better, but I did quite enjoy this. And I don't know that I can totally put my finger on what it is that I enjoyed so much about it, um, or that I didn't enjoy. in that kind of same sense. But yeah, if you I think this is another one that if you already are into Gekika titles, this is a good one to add to your collection, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend starting with this one. Um, yeah. If you've read this, which I don't think I've seen this really in anybody else's, maybe Laura. I think Laura over at Manga Hoarder, I feel like she may have this one and has shown it at some point. But other than that, I don't know that I've seen anybody else pick this up and talk about it. Um, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah, if you have read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it because I kind of am having trouble um, collecting my thoughts about it. But yes, a lot of them did focus on memories or future kind of daydreaming and all that kind of stuff. Uh, yeah, thanks for watching.